These aren't concept videos. Every robot you're about to see is real, shipping or landing on a factory floor this year, and you can actually buy all 7 of them. Let's go. Fourier GR3. First up is the Fourier GR3, and this is the one that quietly rearranged my expectations. I went into the research thinking I'd seen the emotional robot pitch before. I hadn't. Fourier is a Shanghai outfit that spent years building rehabilitation hardware before they ever touched a humanoid, and that medical DNA shows up everywhere on this machine. The GR3 stands around 1.65 meters and tips the scale near 71 kilograms, but the number that matters isn't height or weight, it's the surface. The whole front of the torso and the arms are wrapped in a soft, pressure-sensitive shell with sensors layered underneath, so when it leans in to help someone out of a chair, it actually feels the resistance and adjusts. Fourier loaded it with a full array of microphones and cameras for face and voice tracking, and they tuned the voice to respond with what they describe as genuine warmth rather than robotic acknowledgement. The flashy backflip robots get the views, but a warm, patient machine that keeps a lonely person company and safe. That's the use case that actually changes lives. I'm watching this one closely. Boston Dynamics Atlas. Here's the thing about the new electric Atlas. It stopped being a highlight reel and became a coworker. If you've watched Boston Dynamics for any length of time, you know the back catalog, the parkour, the dancing, the backflips that racked up hundreds of millions of views for the better part of a decade. That era is finished. The all-electric Atlas is a commercial product now, and Hyundai, which owns the company, has been folding it into real manufacturing operations rather than stage demos. The specs back up the seriousness. You're looking at a body with fully rotational joints that let it move in ways a human spine simply can't. Roughly 50 kilograms of lift capacity, and a design built to grind through repetitive industrial sequencing without complaint. But the real story is how it learns. Boston Dynamics has been training Atlas with large behavioral models, where the robot absorbs a demonstrated task and then generalizes it, getting smoother and faster with repetition. Price-wise, this is enterprise territory, almost certainly in the several $100,000 range once you factor in the manufacturing muscle behind it. And honestly, the single most important milestone in this entire industry isn't a viral clip, it's the fact that Atlas is physically standing on factory floors right now, doing the boring, useful work. That's the moment it became real. Unitree G1. What I respect most about Unitree is that they asked a completely different question than everyone else. While the rest of the industry chased the most jaw-dropping robot money could build, Unitree asked what would happen if they built one regular people and small labs could actually afford. The G1 is the answer, and the entry price sits around $16,000. Sit with that for a second. Most of the machines on this list run from 6 figures into the high hundreds of thousands. Unitree built something genuinely capable for the price of a used car, and it is not a toy. You get carbon fiber construction, high torque joints in the knees, 3D lidar and depth cameras for spatial awareness. The dexterous hand options push the degrees of freedom way up, and imitation learning comes built in. You show it a task, it watches, and it reproduces it with surprising accuracy. Thousands of these have already shipped, and the customer list reads like a roll call of the world's top research universities and tech giants. People have built viral projects on top of the G1 platform because it's open enough to actually tinker with. Unitree didn't just make the cheap robot, they made the robot that put this entire technology into the hands of researchers everywhere. And that's exactly how whole fields leap forward. Agibot A2. Picture a humanoid robot setting off on foot and not stopping for 60-some miles. That actually happened. Agibot, another Shanghai company that's been on an absolute tear, sent its A2 humanoid on a long-distance autonomous trek that covered over 100 kilometers across multiple days. A brutal endurance test that most machines in this category wouldn't survive. The A2 stands around 169 centimeters, weighs near 69 kilograms, and runs on serious onboard compute for real-time decision-making out in unpredictable conditions. What makes Agibot interesting is the breadth of what they're building. They've got a whole family of robots aimed at different jobs, from interactive retail and live event work to industrial tasks, and they've shown them off in large coordinated group performances rather than single careful clips. That distinction matters more than people realize. Getting one robot to nail a demo is hard. Getting a fleet of them to operate together, reliably, for an extended stretch is a completely different engineering problem, and it's the one one that actually predicts commercial readiness. The A2 hardware has also become a base platform that other companies license and build their own branded software on top of, which tells you the underlying machine is solid enough to bet a business on. Agibot isn't selling a demo, they're selling endurance and scale. Xpeng Iron. There's a pattern in this space that's worth stopping on. The companies best positioned to build humanoids at real scale often aren't the pure robotic startups. They're the ones already mass-producing precision machines by the millions. Car companies, in other words. Xpeng is the cleanest example going right now. When they unveiled the next generation Iron, the demo moved so naturally that a huge chunk of viewers were convinced there was a person inside the suit, and the CEO had to physically open up the robot's back on camera to prove there wasn't. Once you get past the theater, the specs are the real flex. Iron stands at 178 centimeters with 82 degrees of freedom, and a massive share of that articulation lives in the hands. The body is wrapped in soft skin with embedded touch sensing, and it runs on a stack of proprietary AI chips, pushing serious total compute. The headline engineering win is the solid-state battery, which makes it lighter, safer, and longer lasting than the lithium packs everyone else is using. And it's already working inside Xpeng's own EV production lines, while a dedicated manufacturing facility scales up. Even Elon Musk has said Tesla and Chinese firms will dominate this market, and watching Iron move, that prediction doesn't look like a stretch. Figure 03. Now let's cross over to the United States, because Figure has been moving fast and quiet. The Figure 03 is the company's third generation humanoid, and the design philosophy shifted hard toward two things: working alongside people safely and being manufacturable at volume. The body got softer and safer for close human contact, the hands got more capable for fine manipulation, and the whole platform was re-engineered so it can be produced on an assembly line instead of hand-built one at a time. The brain is Figure's own Helix system, an AI model that lets the robot understand natural language instructions and reason its way through tasks it wasn't explicitly programmed for. They've also been pushing the 03 toward the home, not just the factory, with features like wireless charging so it can top itself up without a human plugging it in. Figure hasn't slapped a consumer price tag on it yet, and the early units are going to commercial partners first. But the trajectory is unmistakable. This is one of the very few Western companies genuinely racing the Chinese giant step for step, and the 03 is their strongest shot yet. Unitree H1. And here's the last one, on my personal favorite, because if you slept on the Unitree H1, you've been missing the machine that simply refuses to compromise. Yes, this is Unitree again, but the H1 is a completely different animal from the budget-friendly G1. This is the flagship, the one built to break records, and it has. The H1 became the first full-size humanoid to land a clean backflip, and it holds standing on the list of the fastest humanoid robots ever clocked, hitting running speeds that put it ahead of nearly everything else with two legs. The hardware is built for it. High-torque joints, a lightweight frame mixing aerospace-grade aluminum and carbon fiber, and a full sensor suite of LiDAR, depth cameras, and microphone arrays feeding powerful onboard compute that runs its intelligence end-to-end with no external server needed. But the party trick is only half the story. Drop the H1 into an industrial setting and it sorts, scans, lifts, and handles real tasks. That's the rare combination. Fast and precise. A showstopper and a worker in the same body. Hundreds of units have already shipped to the biggest names in tech and the top research universities on the planet, and a big slice of the demand is coming from outside China. The H1 doesn't ask you to pick between spectacle and substance. It just delivers both, and that combination honestly is the future. So there it is, 7 robots, 7 completely different bets on where this is all heading, but the picture couldn't be clearer. Humanoid robots aren't coming someday. They're here, they're shipping, and they're getting smarter every single month. If you're not paying attention to this space, you're going to blink and realize you missed the whole thing. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, drop a comment telling me which one you'd actually buy, and I'll see you in the next one.